So guys, I'm surprised not more of you asked me how to do this, because this is a challenging question and I put this up expecting someone to ask for assistance. Now this question here, I selected it on purpose because it's really good thinking and application problem, and this type of question does appear in A-level because geometric sequences does appear in A-level later on, and this will be a good build up for next year, so do pay attention. So geometric sequence is when a sequence from term to term is multiplied, and an arithmetic sequence is when it's plus, but this is multiplied. And we have R, we call it R, is the ratio of multiplication. So here's a little sequence here, I'm going to add another number. You can see that from here to here everything is from term to term it's multiplied by 2. Now you can see this easily, but you can see this is algebraic. But if you think about it, if we do term 2, which is 4 divided by 2, that's going to equal 2. It gives us the common ratio of R equals 2. And let's do the third term divided by the second term, which would be 8 divided by 4. Now that equals 2 equal as well, because the ratio's going to be the same all the way throughout. So this is going to apply to this question. Now this is the first term, this is the 1 is the second term, and root x minus 1 is the third term. Right, so using this knowledge we can say 1 divided by root x plus 1 is going to equal, like what I showed you here with just numbers, it's going to equal the third term divided by the second term, because the ratios are going to be the same because it's a geometric sequence. Now this is the clue to answering this question. Find the value of x. So what do? We multiply top and bottom by root x plus 1. So for this question we don't need to multiply by the conjugate pair because there's nothing to rationalise. So now we get 1 equals root x minus 1 and root x plus 1. So how would we solve this? Well, we would expand this bracket out, so we'll get 1 would equal x minus 1. Remember, difference of two squares. When you have a plus b times a minus b, you are just going to get a squared minus b squared because the middle terms will cancel. So root x times root x is x minus 1 times 1 is minus 1, plus 1 on both sides, and then we'll get x equals 2. Now the fifth term of s can be written in the form of a root 2 plus b, where a and b are integers. So we know x equals 2, so you've got root x minus 1 is the third term. So what's the fourth term going to be? Well, the fourth term got to be, remember that's the ratio we worked out, so r equals either one of those two you can use, which will simplify to root x minus 1 times root x minus 1. Let's simplify that. So we're going to get x minus 2 root x plus 1. Now the fifth term is going to be that common ratio, multiplied that by the fourth term, minus 1, expand that. Now it might be easier because we know x equals 2, so let's just substitute 2 into this, and you could have just substituted 2 into this as well. So obviously this is going to be 2 minus 2 root x plus 1, so that's going to become 3 minus 2 root 2, So here, the fifth term is going to be 3 minus 2 root 2 times root 2 minus 1. This is the fifth term. So let's expand that. I'm going to do this at the side. That's going to be 3 root 2 minus 3 minus root 2 times root 2 is 2 times 2 is 4 minus 4, and then you're going to have plus 2 root 2. Got 3 root 2, add 2 root 2, that equals 5 root 2, and minus 3 minus 4 equals minus 7. So you can see A equals 5 and B equals minus 7. I hope that makes sense to you. Explanation a bit longer than is required, but it's important to get a good understanding. This is how we're going to get a good grade in A level.